Larry Mowry, before his big victory last week in San Antonio, said the senior tour is a lot like sex. When you're 23, you expect it. When you're over 50, you appreciate it.
That's true. I mean, it's a wonderful thing, the senior tour, and it's given a lot of us a chance to gain fame and fortune that we'd have never had before, quite frankly, and fill the pockets of some of the old players who really deserve to make some money, and it's great to see it.
You won a senior majors this year, the senior PGA, followed it up with a big victory last week in San Antonio. Larry Mowry elevating himself to a new level among the senior players. Has it sunk in yet? I mean, are you getting more recognition? You enjoying this new status?
I am. I'm really enjoying it, Jim. I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying it. My golf swing, I'm working real hard on my swing, and I think it's getting a little bit better. I actually played a high hook with my second shot to the 18th hole last week. And you've seen me before. I've had that big over-the-top fade coming at it, and I hope that it's just the start of some good things to happen this year.
Larry Mowry, a fascinating story. I mean, how good a player could you have been back where you're not battling the bottle?
Well, I played the tour when they had $2,000 first money and things like that, and I was not a dedicated young man when I was on the tour. I didn't know much about how to fix golf clubs or what shaft to use or anything, and quite frankly, at this day and age, college players know more than most of the touring pros did back in the old days when I played. So it's a question mark as to whether I would have become really one of the real top players back in that period. It may have happened. I'll have to be honest about it. I was, if there was a party or something that was going on, I was the first one there and the last one to leave, and that's not a very good way to try to become a top player.
How big an influence has Karen been in your life now?
When I met Karen, I had quit the tour and was just kind of floundering around, and she saw something in me that I didn't know I had, quite frankly, and she refers to it as an old tarnished antique that looked pretty good, and she knew that if she could polish it up, it might turn into something, and thank God I've justified her marrying me. I really wondered at times what was going to happen. But she's a wonderful girl, and she's probably the one reason that I've come this far.
Since you've had such a successful senior career, do you expect any kind of a letdown now this week? I mean, sometimes players get in a groove, they are able to keep it rolling, and sometimes they lose it altogether. How do you feel?
Well, you never know. I am working on a swing right now that should enable me to play more of the hooking type courses we play out here in the senior tour. And I think my game is just pretty much developing at this point. I have a bigger question about that as you have, we'll say, at this point. But I feel that my potential is right around the corner, and I'm going to be shooting Miller Barber for #1 this year. I'm going to give it the best go I have.
Where's that John Wayne hat?
The John Wayne hat is at the motel at the present time, but I'll bring it out again. That was a lot of fun. I didn't plan on winning the golf tournament and putting that hat on. It just kind of turned out. I bought it as a joke. My wife thought I was crazy to buy it. Dale Douglas saw the bullet holes in the hat. He told my wife, well, that answers a lot of questions that I had about Larry.
Thank you for spending time with us. Make a lot of birdies.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.